Hey, what's up, listeners? Before this podcast starts, I want to give just a little more context to this episode. So, before we started the Kursed podcast, we recorded, I want to say 5 episodes before we had it locked down on like our style and everything. We were more so just experimenting with like different formats and structures and things like that. This episode is one of those recordings. We originally weren't going to air it, but I was listening to it the other day and I actually really like it. I think it's a really solid episode. It's just raw, it's unfiltered, there's like not a lot of cuts or anything like that. It's basically just an hour and a half of us just chatting. We talk about we tell the story about Chiggins and Alex and I meeting up in person for the first time, which was actually really cool. One thing I do want to point out is that the audio that I have is just my end, so it's my microphone and then the Discord audio for everybody else. So they may sound a little muffled. We didn't have our setups, like our recording setups for podcasts down yet or anything like that. We were just trying to get our everything else in order. Anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble for a minute. Let's jump right into the episode. All right, clap sync on 3. 1, 2, 3.
You fucking guys. Well, I was.
He said on 3. Who was the last person?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And somebody went 1, 2, 3.
It's always that one kid in band class.
I was in band class.
Was it you, Pink? Were you
No,
gonna
I
say
was-
something like-
No, fuck you. I was on time. I counted my tempo, bitch.
Instead of clapping, let's just scream. Just a short little.
All right.
On
4.
3, 2, 1, go. On go. On go. Not after
On
go.
4.
On go.
So you won't be
Yeah.
saying go, you'll be screaming.
Yes. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, go!
Exactly.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
I said
All right.
go.
Yeah,
We're
I was
all
so
synced up.
behind.
We're synced up. No, someone just screamed
I'll
a little
figure it
more.
out.
Just sync.
You'll
Just
figure
had
it
all
out.
of them synced up. It's fine.
Welcome to
I'll
the Cursed
figure it out.
Podcast, the gayest podcast on earth. I'm your host, Alex the Moonsloth, and I don't think we're doing cameras this week, right, guys? So there'll
Nope.
be pictures. So yeah,
I
this
want
week
the
we're here
white
to take
picture
you
of
through
me.
the white version of you.
No.
Is that
No,
what
the
I'm talking-
wide. Like
It's
the
just a
stretched
picture of
out
Pink,
image.
white.
All right.
Just make me
All
more
right.
white, I guess.
So we have a review here real quick before we get this podcast started. Rated 5 stars on Peekaboo. It's by a guy named Phil, and he says this shit's gay. Now, can we all clap real quick for Phil? Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you,
Is it
Phil.
Peekaboo, that old version of Snapchat?
Yes.
That's
Anyway,
when the uncle sneaks in.
I guess I should introduce the co-hosts. So we have somewhere on the screen Dylan.
Hello.
Somewhere else on the screen we have Pink.
What's up?
And last but not least, the Chickens.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I think, I have a list of topics here, but I think we should talk about the thing we've been putting off for about 2 weeks now. And that was the meetup. So does anyone want to get us started? Do you want me to start the story? Kind of like what was going on? Because we kind of
from your
met up.
perspective.
We met up. Me and Dylan have been trying to meet up for a while. Just work and stuff. It's been pushed back for about a year now. And it was like the most random. I think the three of us were. It was me, Chickens, and Dylan. We were in like a Discord call at like 1 a.m. talking about how we should all meet up. And then I think we just did it like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, we just scheduled it
Yeah.
on the spot.
Yeah. Just
I think
had to
I
finally
was
pull the
really
trigger, so
high and then
fucking
spent like
fuck it, dude.
$600 on a ticket and was just like, fuck it.
Why not?
Yeah, I was like, this sounds like a good idea. But yeah, I mean,
Definitely had
I've-
better ideas, but
definitely, I would hope. But I guess I'll start a little bit. So I mean, I think we scheduled it sometime in May, like early May, because we met up the 3rd week of May, I believe. And I've never flown as an
May
adult
9th.
by myself. I was terrified because I was like doing research, looking up what I can and can't bring. I thought I couldn't bring cigarettes on on the plane. But like I got to the airport where I was at, and they had like drug dogs, and I was real nervous. Because what if this motherfucker starts to bark, and then I'm fucked? That's all that was going. Like, I felt like I was in an internment camp because they go, all right, you guys are gonna file up in lines of 3. What you're gonna do is you're gonna walk. Doug's gonna walk behind you, in front of you, and then behind you again. If it barks, you're in trouble. And I'm like,
bro, it's just a walking
bark.
bag of sesame chicken right now.
He's Asian. Get him.
Takes one step and just barks. And I'm like, oh fuck. But I mean, for me, you know, I guess as a child, because I went flying as a child, I just remember the plane. Maybe I was just in a shit plane, which was probably the case. I remember planes being bigger.
Were you on a small plane?
I couldn't tell you. I was crammed into next to this woman who, this is gonna sound rude, looked very apparent like she was from a place that we were meeting up at.
Yeah.
I mean, she looked like she was fat before she got on.
Didn't you tell me
plane.
she smelled like cigarettes?
And that was the most comforting thing about that whole ride, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I was like, oh, she smells like cigarettes. Like, she clearly smokes. And I saw her hit her vape a couple times in the plane, and I was like, oh, she won't stab me. But like, we got there.
Stabs you as soon as you take off, so you just bleed out on the flight.
There's just a knife taped upward on my seat. Like,
She's just like, I don't know how that got there.
shit.
He was like that when I showed up.
But yeah, I mean, we got there pretty early. We got there, what, on a Thursday? Well, I guess I won't say early.
It's Thursday
but
morning.
yeah, I got there around 11. It was only like a 2-hour flight. But here's the thing. Like, I had anxiety because I've never been on a plane before. I forgot how it feels, blah, blah, blah. Like, we were about to take off the first plane. We were ready to go right on time. And then all of a sudden, we pull out. We're there for about a couple minutes, and then they pull back in. And they go, yeah, there was some suspicious leaking fluid coming from the front of the plane. And I said, dear God. Like, they didn't even tell us. The kids were freaking out, and they're like, what is it? They're like, oh, it's just a gas leak. I don't think it was a gas leak. I don't think that would be stored in the front of the plane. But anyway.
Be like hydraulic fluid or something?
I don't know, man. There was nobody with. No, I can't say that joke. But yeah, I mean, it was all right. Everything we got there, whatever. I found out that roads where you guys are at are named weird. Like
Wait, what?
I feel like your roads are named weird.
Named
I was
weird?
Like
Named
directionally,
weird?
I just feel like it said like southwest and then this, and I'm like, that's not how it goes. It was like an SW in front of it, like an actual literal like direction. And like,
Yeah, because there's
here,
multiple cities here. It's not just Chicago.
That is true. You just doxed me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying my hardest to avoid saying where we're all from.
Oh, well, your address is 3201.
Fuck! Shut up! But yeah, I mean, I guess we can kind of talk about what we did. If someone else wants to take over throughout the days. Well, I guess it'd have to be Dylan in the beginning because Brett was our particular.
I talked about my experience.
Oh, yeah, whenever Pink came?
Yeah. It was
Yeah, yeah.
such a lonely weekend.
And when he
But
came into my cupped hands, rinsed my face with it.
Soaked it all up.
Happy June.
I'm jerking it in GTA right now. Dude, you know what you should do? You should put GTA at the bottom of the screen like a Subway Surfer video.
Okay.
For our actors-
Audience retention is through the roof now.
Just no commentary. GTA
Wait,
play.
each of our face cams should just be like our screens. I'm just gonna be going through memes.
You should just take out like a Twitch VOD, like just grab a bunch of different like VODs from like Pink, and we'll just put them in each one of the corners.
Yeah, I'm just.
Good luck rendering that. What are we talking about?
Your guys' weekend.
Oh yeah, so I don't know. Do we want to talk about what we did the
Sure.
first day?
Let me just pull up a 9/11 meme to sit on my screen the whole time. All right. So, let's see. I picked up Alex way shorter than I realized. I thought
What?
you were going to be... You are my height. But
I was like, wait a second.
no, dude, no. Whenever I first saw you walk up, because my my car is so high up, I thought you were like fucking 5'4" or something. I was like, no way. Especially you had like your big ass backpack on with all your shit stuffed in it. So you just had like you just looked like this little dude with this gigantic ass like tote on, like a Santa sack on your back. And you're walking around. But you got in the car, and then we drove to, where'd we go first?
Dude, we went everywhere. I was so lost.
Oh, we went to the vape shop because you said you wanted cigarettes, and I was like, you should just get a vape. Yeah, I was like, you should just get a vape. Oh, yeah. And you were like, I don't want a vape. And I was like, but I would hit it. And then you bought me a vape.
Feeling your nicotine addiction.
I realized, because whenever we walked into the store, he asked what we wanted and everything. And I was like, oh, you'd probably like this. And you were like, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, oh, I didn't want to buy a vape or anything. And then I was like, I was still like, you would probably like this.
We look like minors trying to purchase their first vape. Like,
yeah, no, like dead ass. Even though like I've been there 100 times, but I just didn't want to vape. But I didn't want to be rude and be like, oh, never mind then. See you later, dude. And just walk out. So we bought like 4 different things, and then we went and got a drink, and we went back home. I'm just trying to remember everything we did.
I remember, dude, I was lied to. So for some reason, I thought cigarettes there. I swear it said a pack of Newport for $2.
$2?
No. I bought a pack of Marlboro Menthols. And I was like, no way. Because I don't really fuck with Newports. I went back in ready to buy a carton.
Bro, I thought you were trash.
I was ready to buy a fucking carton. And the guy go, wait, real quick, how much is just a pack? And they're like $8 or whatever. And I'm like, oh, fuck that. That's the same price by me. Well, not in the city, the state over, but I don't know.
And that city is?
Nah.
We smoked a lot of fucking weed.
Holy fuck.
We smoked a lot of fucking weed.
For cheap. Holy shit.
Yeah, we went through almost that whole ounce in a few days. Yeah,
not gonna lie, the second day when he went to work, me and Brett were just hanging out, and I was just smoking
fucking just
weed.
left. I got up, I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to work. See y'all later.
I literally...
I just left for the day.
Chickens
left y'all in my house.
Chickens was just we were like watching YouTube videos all day. And at one point, he was watching YouTube videos on the couch, and I was just literally perched by the window with the bong. Just smacking the ball for like a good 20 minutes, and then I go see what he was doing, and then I go back after a video or two, and then go smoke some more.
Yeah, all I did all day while Dylan was at work was I woke up at like 2 p.m. and then I watched Alex smoke weed and watched Ted Nivison all day.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did, and it was chill.
It's not a bad day.
We were both
it was dope.
Playing with the dog. But
let's see,
and
the
we
first
walked
night,
like fucking 4 miles that day too.
Yeah, the first night though, like we just drank. We went and got a bunch of alcohol. Like we got a lot of alcohol, and then we just drank mostly and just chilled out and got to know each other like in person way better.
Well, did we drink the first night? Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
No, we drank a lot the first night.
Wait.
And then,
really?
Yeah, the second day, yeah. Yeah, we did. We drink every night.
Oh,
not something to be proud of, but we did do that.
Yeah.
But I went to work the second day for most of the day, and then, let's see, we didn't go out that night, did we?
Yeah, that was Friday. We didn't do shit Thursday.
No, it was Friday. Yeah, because I took Saturday off.
I thought we started drinking Friday because that's when we were all together.
Yeah.
Because
no, we drank. We drank Thursday night. I didn't drink a lot because I had work, but that doesn't matter. We fucking Friday night we went out, and we went out to 2 different bars, and the first one wasn't too bad. I actually preferred it. It was fucking ungodly loud in there, though. I couldn't hear myself think.
Dude, it was so fucking loud.
It's like it depends really on what kind of bar you go to, because that kind of environment was like, yeah, it's just gonna be loud, popular music playing through the speakers and people playing beer pong. But like the last couple bars, it was such a weird experience. The last couple bars I've been to, a bunch of old people hanging out, smoking cigarettes, watching sports, and then it was at there. Like I felt like I was legitimately in a club. Like there was the only difference was like, I don't know, we got ID'd at the door, so it was practically the same shit.
It wasn't a club because everybody that was in like the dancing area was just standing like an NPC.
Yeah, dude, I felt like I needed to go pick up a
there were
quest.
so many people literally just fucking like what are the eye posing or whatever? Just arms by their side and shit, just not doing anything. It was kind of fucking weird.
But
like
the vape vending machine there, the fucking
the
vape
vape vending machine.
That
That
was
was
you guys
weird.
stopped me
Not
from
a lot of
buying
them. I've
another
never
vape.
seen a lot of places have those.
I've never seen one in my fucking life.
was
Before
a
we
first.
went there, we pre-gamed. We pre-gamed for like an hour and a half trying to decide where we were gonna go. And then,
we drink Jameson and
ordered
Jaeger.
the Uber. We ordered the Uber, and it took the Uber like 45 minutes to show up. And
The first one or the second one?
the first one. The first one took like 45 minutes to show up.
It said they were like,
And
no,
then-
that one was quick, dude. That one took like, well, actually, no,
Regardless-
it said they were 4 minutes away, and it took like fucking maybe 10.
I was
Didn't take that long.
I thought it took like 40 minutes. It doesn't matter. Regardless, we get in the car of the Uber, and he pulls out of just off my block, and then he goes down about half a mile or a quarter of a mile, and then he pulls into the destination. I was like, bro, we could have fucking walked here. We didn't have to pay for this shit.
It was only a $5 Uber. It wasn't a big deal.
But still, it was like,
Still,
man,
we
imagine
could've
being
fucking
those guys.
walked.
Imagine being those guys.
Yeah. We paid
Well, how the
to
fuck was I supposed
fucking
to know
get
that?
driven a quarter of a mile. No, we didn't
Yeah,
know
dude.
because we were already drunk. But when we get there, and I give the bouncer my ID, and he goes, "This is about to expire in like 2 days," and I was like, "Oh shit!"
Homie was looking out, dude. You wouldn't have gotten in with an expired
Dude, I had
license.
no idea that was about to expire.
See, even if I went there with you guys, I couldn't go in bars with you because my ID is expired.
Oh, rip.
Yeah,
But
I have-
you need to get
I have
that.
to wait.
You're technically driving with no license, I think. if it's
Yeah,
expired.
yeah,
You need
well,
to
here's the
get
thing.
that fixed.
I have an appointment to get my license renewed, right?
Do it online.
can't-
Right.
Yeah, I can't. I can't do it online.
Wait, an appointment? You don't just go to like the DMV?
You literally just go to the
You have to
tag
make
agency and get a
appointments
new one,
because of
don't you?
COVID. You have to
No,
make
no,
what?
appointments because of COVID.
Yeah, but they
What?
they
It's
lifted
so much
that.
easier
They
where I
lifted
live.
that, but I went there like one Friday at work, and it was like a 6-hour wait. I was like, yeah, fuck this, no. And like, I have an appointment, and guess when that appointment is? August 11th.
That's all right. You can just show a cop.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
sure.
ever get pulled over, you just
Yeah.
show it to him.
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
that's what I'm gonna tell them. I'm like, listen, man, I
You-
tried to get it.
Can you for real not go in a bar with an expired license? I mean, I thought all you
you
needed
it's
can't
up to the vendor.
You can't even buy
Yeah,
cigarettes.
they will probably think it's fake or some bullshit
No,
like
no, it's
that.
the law. You
No,
can't-
no,
you
it's up to the
technically
vendor,
can't
though.
even- You can't
I've
even
googled
buy,
this.
in some places you can't even buy cigarettes because the ones that have to scan your ID before only 21. Get
What
out
a not
purchase.
my problem.
You know. So I was like,
Anyways,
I'll
though,
just
we
go to
did
the-
some pretty good fucking shots there. We did some Jaeger bombs. What did we do? Vegas bombs too.
Vegas bombs.
Yeah.
Introducing the Vegas bombs.
Dude, those Vegas bombs were really good. There was something in them though. I was starting to taste colors.
Yeah, that's probably the mouth.
me and Chiggins went to the bathroom for like dead ass
Four
like 30
fucking
minutes.
times, dude. I'm sitting outside smoking and smoking. I'm
Dude,
like,
the
better be
fucking
taking a shit
bouncer,
there.
the bouncer walked in to see what was going on because the line got so long.
Making sure no one
Yeah,
Shit
dude.
was
out in the
funny.
bathroom.
I pissed gallons. They put like
Dude, I
Ipecac
could
syrup
not
for your
stop.
wiener and that stuff, man. Dude, I could not stop fucking pissing.
Everybody was like that though.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
dude.
at the urinal
Remember there
was
guys
literally
pissing
sitting
in
there
the
for like
sink?
4 minutes. Yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. There was something going on there. Then we sat outside after we went through all of our shots and everything, and we were in the smoking area, and Alex was smoking a cigarette. I think.
I think we all
Yeah,
were.
Alex was smoking. I think we all were, because we were just fucking drunk. But we're standing out there, and this fucking dude walks up to us. Is the weirdest fucking dude. Like, we didn't think anything at first about it. We were just like, oh shit, another body. And
That's so fucked up, but yeah.
He was like, y'all got a light? And we were like, yeah. And we handed him a fucking lighter and everything, and he just started talking to us. He told us that he was the manager at the Outback Steakhouse near there.
What a flex.
And he was like, oh, I make like $85,000 a year and yada, 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 yada. And he was just going on about that he travels all the time. Like, he basically, like, almost travels for a living to, like, the different Outbacks to review them or some weird shit. I don't really remember what he said. But he traveled all the fucking time. And he was talking about how loaded he was. And then he just handed us a joint. And
Which
at first I thought it was a cigarette at first because it was one of those old school. It was an old school joint because he was an old dude. Yeah. And it looked like a fucking cigarette, and I was like, nah, I already got a cigarette. And he was like, you think this is a fucking cigarette, bro? And I was like, is it not? And he was like, no, it's that ganja, bro.
Yeah, dude.
And he fucking handed it to me, and I was like, in my head, I was like, this is a stranger handing me something to smoke.
Yeah.
I normally am not supposed to do this, but I fucking did it anyways. I mean, it was fine. Yeah, probably. That might have been what we thought was in the shots.
Dude, I don't know why either.
There might have been the colors.
I did it too, and I don't even smoke weed. Like, I don't know why it came over me.
I was like,
I'll take a hit.
That's why I was like, whatever, because you guys were hitting it. I'm like, well, Chickens is hitting it, so fucking I'll hit it. What the fuck?
I mean, it wasn't like he was gonna fucking do anything to us or anything. I wasn't worried about that. But
I did see him hit it first, so I wasn't that worried.
Yeah, no, he hit it first too. But I mean, that doesn't really mean much over here. It's fucking people with crazy tolerances to shit.
That's just an average Tuesday for some people.
No, I was like, I want to fucking like get some sort of like podcast story with this dude at least. Or like we were going to go to a different bar that was like 30 minutes away or 20 minutes away, and the dude was in the bathroom, and I just walked into the bathroom and I sat there with him. And I was like, so you want to come with us? I was like, we're about to go to this other bar over here, we'll take you with us and shit. And he was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, I'm broke as fuck right now. I have no fucking money.
No way.
He was like, somebody bought me these drinks. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the dude didn't even piss. He just left the bar.
Oh my god, he got out. He just outed himself.
He just left the bar. I was like, all right.
I don't know what possessed you to do that either. That dude was like 50 something.
No, dude, I thought it would have been fucking hilarious to just bring this fucking tweaker ass dude with us.
Yeah, he was a weird guy.
That wasn't as crazy though as the second bar. Oh man.
Y'all tell the story of the second bar.
You want to go? I'm
gonna go AFK real quick. Y'all keep talking now.
You want me to tell it?
Yeah, tell your perspective and I'll fill in.
Bro, all right, everything's kind of fuzzy, but I'll do my best to piece it together. So we left that bar. We got in the Uber and we were just loud as fuck the whole time. We could not shut up. We were just having fucking howling, having a good time, man. I could tell the Uber driver girl, she was like, well, she was cool taking us to the second bar. She didn't care, but the fucking Uber we had home, that dude probably wasn't having. He was probably pissed off.
She was like, shut the fuck up.
But she was laughing at us and whatever. And so we were just being loud and ignorant and shit in the Uber because we were fucking tatered, man. And then we fucking drive all the way to like the fucking middle of the city and go to this like super popular bar. Well, it's like super like it's like a well-known spot, but it wasn't that busy, you know?
Yeah.
And we got there or whatever, and we were just doing our thing, hanging out, taking shots and shit. And I started, like, that's when I passed the threshold. That's when I went from drunk to be fucking drunk, boy. That's when I got drunk, buddy.
Oh, man.
I mean, I was fucked before, but at that point, I was, like, fucking, I mean, I could do anything. I passed the threshold, well past it. And, fucking, Dude, Alex went outside to smoke a cigarette, and it felt like he was out there for 2 hours.
I'll tell this part.
Oh yeah, dude, I thought you were gone,
I'll tell
bro.
this part.
I was like, we were gonna have to go find you somewhere, and you were just sitting outside for 30 seconds.
I'll tell you this part. So I go outside to smoke because when I drink, I like to smoke. I like to smoke when I don't drink, but whatever. But I went out to smoke, and I lost. Like someone copped my lighter at the last bar we were at. So I was like, "Fuck." And I was like looking outside from inside because you could see outside from the bar. I saw people smoking, so I'm like, "That's by chance. I gotta go." I went over there, and it was this group of 3, kind of like us. Maybe a little older, like late 20s, maybe early 30s group. And they're there smoking, and I'm like, "Well, this." I got the vibe where this could be trouble. But I said, "Hey guys, you mind if I bum a square?" And they asked me where I was from. Yeah, small talk. Everything was normal. They just they weren't in the bar yet. They go in the bar, and remember that long-haired kid?
Mm-hmm.
Went in the bar just fine. So I was out there maybe for like 2 cigarettes. So I would say worst case scenario 10 minutes, and then I don't remember going back in. What happened? I think we left. We weren't there very long, but leaving.
Nah, I think we were only there for 45 minutes or something. It wasn't nearly as fun.
Yeah, but it was crazy. I have never in my life of going to a bar seen. It was like a strip club. Well, they weren't getting naked, but the bartenders were on the bar.
You've never been to a Coyote Ugly bar?
Nah, that was holy fuck, this is weird. I'm telling you, if you understood the bars that
200 bras on the ceiling and just underwear everywhere.
I walked in and I was like, where are we? But man, so I mean, we were all pretty lit at this point. I was trying not to because one, I'm a handful when I'm really drunk, so I wasn't super sloshed, but I was feeling good. But enough because I'm not from the area, I don't want to get too careless. So I was a little bit on my P's and Q's. You guys come out and find me. We're talking. I think we're waiting for the Uber. That Uber took forever to fucking get there.
Yeah.
That last one was it was 20 minutes. We're outside. So my cigarette
30.
goes out. I think we were walking, and that group of so it's me, Dylan, and Chickens. We're all out. I think I lit a cigarette off. No, my cigarette died. So Dylan asked, I said, yeah, that dude there, the long hair dude that let me use his lighter before. I'm like, yeah, he's got a lighter. He seemed pretty chill. You went up to ask him, and this man dead. Clearly, he was drugged up. And I mean, clearly it was something specific. But
yeah, whatever he was on
couldn't
that
tell
night,
until it was too late, though.
But no, here's the thing. Dylan, and I was right next to him because it wasn't like we were ganging up on it. It was just I don't want anyone to wander too far. It was 2 a.m. at this point. And this dude had the blankest stare. I'm like, that's fucked up on some serious shit stare. I've seen that shit is not to fuck around with. So I'm getting kind of close to make sure Dylan's okay. Dylan had an unlit cigarette in his mouth, and the dude out of nowhere slaps that shit. And I've been mental, I sobered up real quick. Because I was like, all right, shit's about to go down.
Slap the cigarette, not me.
Not him. Slap the cigarette out of his mouth, and I was like, that's where I'm from, you do that, that's not good. I don't
Cigarette was in my hand, not my mouth.
Or whatever. Maybe I don't remember. But whatever. But it was holy fuck. And Dylan was chill, which made me nervous. It was that look where it's oh fuck. So I'm telling him to get to my right, because I'm to the right of this dude. I'm like, Dylan, stay to my right. Stay to my right. Because we were technically on a stair up. So we were if you were in a house, the second story. I'm like, dude, I do not feel he was sitting on the ledge. I was thinking we could just push him off and run. That's all I was thinking.
Push him off into the river.
This guy
and run.
starts some shit. He ain't gonna be able to function that well. Push him and we dip. But there was a cop right there. Remember?
So he's just sitting across the street watching the whole thing.
That's why I was like, we are not getting into a fight right now because it never turns out well for anybody. And then the dude starts spazzing. So there was people walking out the bar because I think we hit last shift, and they were walking out.
We left right
I'm not joking. There was a lady walking around the corner from the bar. He missed because he was fucked up, but swung at her and then fell over, starting shit with a bunch of people. We saw him put some dude.
Well, back up. We were staring at the dude. He freaked out, and then he took off because he
Yeah.
got scared that we were staring at him. And he
Because-
just took off and he charged towards that girl and
Yeah.
swung at her and missed.
And then he had that one dude in the chokehold on the bike, and I was
Yeah,
like,
well, he swung at that girl, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And like me, Chickens, and Alex just took off over towards him, and because we were like, you're not gonna hit a woman or anything, and we fucking took off over there, and he took off again, past like the bar that we were at.
yeah.
You can go on now. Sorry.
And then I was literally watching him. So dude was trying to get in his bike, or he was like a homeless dude or whatever. And he put him in a chokehold, and everyone outside the bar, the bouncers just staring. And I'm like, all right, well, first off, we get a little.
No, it wasn't a
closer.
homeless guy. It was two dudes coming from somewhere else.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
It's
it was
two
two
guys.
dudes walking out of a different bar.
I remember the
and
drunk
he starts putting his friend in a
this
fucking
dude's in-
chokehold.
Yeah, he had this guy's friend in a chokehold, and his friend
No,
just
there
sat
was
there
no-
like, "What
did
do
you
I
guys
do?
not
What
see-
do I do?"
Prior to that, it was someone completely different from the group.
No, there was that. I know what dude you're talking about that he was fucking with. There was a homeless dude right across, like on the other side of the railway with him on a bike.
Yeah,
With like a bag of shit.
he was fucking with him.
But yeah, and like his fucking friend just wasn't fucking doing anything. So I start walking over there towards that dude again, and the fucking bouncer gets behind me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, you're the fucking bouncer. He's fucking hiding behind me.
Bro,
And then the dude fucking walks off again, and he just takes off down towards the other end.
yeah,
It
That shit
was so
crazy.
fucking weird.
Wow.
I wonder what came of that guy that night.
I hope he just went
He
home.
ended it.
Seriously, I was thinking like, dude, if he falls the wrong way off this balcony, he's fucked. Like, But I don't know. It was still a fun experience. It was nothing like too rowdy. It was just like, all right, it could have been something. I thought the area by the bar, I felt like, where is it? Like Italy, where they have the boats that are kind of like the
Little Italy.
roads.
Yeah.
It was just like
Yeah.
that. And it was beautiful out.
Oh yeah, no, that place is nice to walk around.
Yeah, and like the weather was perfect. It was like hoodie weather, but not like a breeze. It was just relaxing after that.
Yeah.
But we were up now. That lady
Can't
whoever took
wait
us
to
home.
leave. No.
What did we do the last? We went shopping at some point. I think I spent.
Yeah,
we went to the
almost, like-
mall,
Saturday.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went to the mall the next day.
Yeah, and then we
Yo,
walked
so-
around there and ate I had really shitty Chinese food.
Wait. There's a
I
story.
went to
behind
Charlie's
that.
and I loved it. So
Me and Dylan don't know technically what we ate. So.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Chinese food. You're right. It
was
said
like-
Cajun food,
it
but it
said
was all
Cajun
like fucking.
food,
It
but they
was
had
Asian
orange-
food with
with orange
fucking
chicken.
Mexican people serving it, and it said Cajun on the sign.
No, it was like Chinese food with Cajun on the side with Mexican serving us food, and I was so confused. I'm like,
Yeah,
what am I
this is-
eating right now? And you're like, I don't know.
I had charred beef,
It was like
and I
some
ordered
Hawaiian
orange
chicken.
chicken.
Yeah, I know. and then chickens comes back and it's
It was
perfectly fine meal.
$15. Like it was fucking outrageous. Spent $15 for 4 pieces of charcoal.
To start the grill for the real food, dude.
Some fucking day old rice.
But yeah, I mean,
Dude.
overall, the trip was a pretty good experience. would
I
do
saw
it
that
again.
place you guys were walking up to eat to. I was standing there just looking at it. I was like, yeah, I already see where this is going to go. And I fucking went all the way across the food court. I went to Charlie's. I saw that Charlie's and I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm getting a fucking Philly cheesesteak.
Yeah, I should have done
I
that.
had a great lunch. Mine was fantastic. Sorry about that, guys.
I think we spent most of the time in that mall.
Oh wait, I didn't even pay for mine. Alex paid $15 for
yeah,
my
I
charcoal.
did.
That's
you.
why I didn't move.
I was like, bro, I got you. But no, I think we spent
Yeah.
most of the time in that mall just looking for Spencer's, and then we looked at Spencer's and then left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get a fuck hat and a dildo, and you guys wouldn't let me.
Yeah, dude, I did not know they had like sex toys in Spencer's. Like, what
You
the
didn't
fuck?
know that?
No, there's like a whole wall of vibrators, and I looked up and I'm like, oh,
Oh,
like,
dude. You
That's
should
some
have. If
wild
there
shit in
was
there.
actual workers, there was literally like one fucking worker in there. But if there's normal people in there, you can ask them about the sex toys.
which was
And I
your
used
favorite?
I used to embarrass my friends because I'd bring them in there, like my guy friends, and I'd be like, I'd get one of the coworkers or like the workers' attention. I'd be like, "Do you think this would look good on him?" They're just like, "What size butt plugs do you think we should get for
first time users?"
Yeah, I can only fit 3 fingers in his, like, just shit like that, and straight up fucking embarrass him. It was so fucking funny. That's what I was gonna do to one of you guys if there was actual workers in there, but there fucking wasn't.
I was gonna do the same thing.
I fucking love doing that shit to him.
Don't gay chicken me, bro. I would have taken it too far. Pull pants down, shows butthole.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good thing we didn't.
Out with
we
4
all,
dildos.
Yeah,
Fuck, guys, we got us.
All 3 of us would have just committed to the bit and wound up having sex in that store.
Dude, for the bit.
All 4 of us, because Pink was there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how we got him the butt plug, right?
Yeah, that's what we should have done. Was gotten a dildo
Pink.
and mailed it to Pink.
No, a butt plug. Come on,
used one.
that's funny.
I used, yeah.
Dip it in pudding, put it back in a bag, and mail it to him.
Rice pudding.
Oh no!
If I got that in the mail, it would instantly be going somewhere else.
In your ass.
In your ass.
In your mouth.
I'm re-shipping it to my grandma.
Why? Oh my god! But that was a fun time, wasn't it? I mean, overall.
Oh yeah, no. I fucking hated it. I fucking hate you guys.
Oh yeah, me too. I now know not to trust people from that area.
Yeah, fucking never, ever.
Never.
Gaming
But,
house? No.
I guess we can kind of move on. I got some topics laid out, and I'll just kind of go through the list.
You do?
I made these a while ago. Yeah.
You prepared something?
I actually have
Round of applause for Alex, everybody. He actually prepared something. Good job.
So I've actually had this prepared for like 3 months or 3 weeks. So this it was all over the place. I guess we can start with Pink on this one because I had this thought. So you guys are gonna share in. List your most embarrassing moment or something you wish, like you would sacrifice a limb to forget. Yeah, no, do it right now. Something you wish you would forget. Starting with
something
Pink.
I wish I would forget. Put it on the internet so it stays there forever.
Well, I mean, like something
so you can never forget.
Yeah.
So you can never forget.
Come on. Someone start us off.
I'll do this one.
I don't really have one.
Multiple.
Like I have like multiple little ones. I'm like, oh, they're all like just embarrassing. Like no.
Yeah,
none of
just
them are,
name
like,
off one or
bigger.
two. Yeah.
I have one Google Doc.
Yeah, shitting my pants in school.
Oh,
There
come
we go.
on. That is like stay with. That's understandable. You're a first grader. Shitting your pants in like high school.
He said 4th grade.
First
I'm just
grade.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, I guess it's.
But I did shit my pants in high school, but no one found out.
Until
No one
now.
found
just
out,
made
so I
it
was perfectly
worse.
fine.
Yeah, I
Chocolate
pissed
drippings.
myself on stage during the Christmas program in kindergarten in front of all the staff, faculty, students of middle, elementary, and high school. All the parents, like everyone in town was there, and I pissed myself on stage in front of all of them when I was in like kindergarten.
It's kind of epic though.
Yeah, it
It
was a fucking Sigma move. That's what it was. I just left it. I didn't tell a
You
fucking
can tell
soul.
he listens to Andrew Tate. All right, Dylan, what about you?
Ooh. Gosh, I haven't thought that far yet.
I can go if you want. Just some time.
Go.
All
You go this
So-
time, and then I'll go the next
so-
time. How about that? Deal? Shake on it?
Deal, shaking? Are you
Okay.
shaking? I am actually shaking.
I'm shaking
Okay,
something.
Shit, what you doing later?
I took one too many Adderall. I am shaking profusely.
But
All
no,
right,
Mark.
I got mine. I can go now.
All right, go ahead. All right, cool, sweet.
All right,
Good shake.
putting 400 hours into Angry Birds.
You want to
That's pretty
elaborate?
embarrassing.
All right, your turn, Alex.
You guys just totally didn't want to share your shit on the internet.
Nope.
I can tell
What do you
one-
mean, bro? I literally I have 400 hours. I can show you my whatever the fuck Ubisoft profile.
All right. Can you send it to Chicken so we can put it in for the YouTube watch listeners? Are you committed?
Little listeners.
Am I committed?
Are you committed? Bro?
The listeners, like, there's actually somebody listening
Like
to this.
it's not just us and our friends listening to this. But anyway, I guess
I'm playing
mine
Power
would
Wash
be-
Simulator now.
I could be playing Destiny, but I decided to take this seriously. Mine would have to be the one time I went out of my comfort zone to talk to a girl, and oh, she's pretty, let me talk to her. So this was freshman year orientation when I went to college, and they had like the freshman week, so the freshmen show up early to the dorms, settle in. There's like a week of them chilling and partying, and then classes. So there was this party. There was this girl. I thought she was like gorgeous. Either that or I was just baked, but like whatever. And I was like, I want to go talk to her, but I have no riz, as you know, people would say. I don't know what to do, you know, like. So I walk up to her and I go, I got this plan. I'm gonna pretend like we were in the same focus group, so like the group that tours the school together. So I legit walked up to her and said, "Oh hey, do you remember me?" And she looked at me, blinked twice, and said no. And I was like, well, that's great. And then walked away. Because I was like, I don't know where to go with this, dude. And from that moment on, whenever my dad or someone teases me about, like, go talk to her, that flashes in my head. And it's like, no, that'll never happen again.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never approached a girl before. I've never just walked up to a girl and started talking
It's
to her.
actually terrifying because I feel like through the dating apps and shit, like, I can finesse. I feel like most people can finesse. But it's a different ballgame.
Yeah, when you have time to
I got-
think out your response, yeah.
Okay, look, so I got a good story about how I met my current girlfriend. So
Okay.
she is very shy. She it took me like 3 months of dry texting just to for her to text me back, right?
Persistent.
Yeah, because I actually found her like very cute and she was very nice and sweet to me. But the first time I ever talked to her,
It's very straight of you.
but the first time I ever talked to her was in one of our classes we had shared in high school, and I was like, "Hey, do you know what we're doing?" She went, "Mm-mm," and then walked away profusely. Just wanted nothing to do with me.
And now
E-girl
look,
moment.
Lo and behold, we're now like what, 4 years, something like that.
hey man, it worked. You got the prize.
See, like I don't have a problem with being like walking up to women. Oh shit!
I have no problem.
You don't know that. It's been 4 years.
Yeah, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I've dated more girls before her.
In the past 4 years.
I dated more. I just feel like it's different outside of like high school because you're forced to meet people. You're forced, like, you know what I'm saying? Your graduating class is people you'll almost see on a daily basis, depending on the size. So you're almost forced to interact with people.
Yeah, and you don't like 75% of them.
Right. And then in college, or like not in college, anywhere else in the real world, it's just like, how do I do this?
Yeah, and you just don't like 90% of people in the real world.
Right, yeah. So do the math. It all boils down to not liking people. I guess
Fucking
we can
figure
just
it
say,
out, chump. No.
Yeah. Cause like my dad, whenever I hang out with my dad and we're in public, I hate that he does this. You can tell. I hope my mom's not gonna listen to this. You can tell he's like looking around, paying attention. So be like, oh, that girl's cute. Go talk to her.
Just send the podcast to your mom.
Mom, Dad looks at other women sometimes. For me though, like what the fuck? You're like, oh, she's cute. Go talk to her. And I'm like, Dad, you know, from experiences my friends have had, you can't just go up to random women and talk to them. Nowadays,
Yeah, no.
they will do like
I mean,
a harassment
you
or a
can,
sexual thing against you, and then you're fucked.
My grandpa does that shit all the time.
It's all about
every time we go
confidence,
to
my
a
guy.
restaurant, and every time we're served by a female, he's just like, "Why don't you try that, buddy?" And I'm like, "Nah, I know, I don't want to." I'm just immediately like, "No."
That's like,
Y'all
shut
have
the
never
fuck up.
fucked a waitress?
Yes, I have fucked 3.
It's all about confidence, my guy.
And what you order too.
Like a waitress that served you?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No,
I fucked an IHOP waitress before.
really.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to
That's like
clap
bottom
or
of the
like
barrel, buddy.
shake my head. Yeah.
But I said IHOP, not Waffle House.
Dude, don't you just respect
Actually, that's
Waffle House?
under the barrel.
Something. I've
This is
don't
No,
know.
like
this is
for
getting bleeped,
waitresses, like IHOP's not that bad. What the fuck do you mean?
but the one in my town is.
Dude,
Yeah, but
I
that's
literally walked
your
into the
town.
bathroom.
Yeah.
I literally walked into IHOP and I went to the bathroom and there was like cum on the floor.
Because someone was getting it with the waitress. Hell yeah.
See?
Hey, man, you take what you can get. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where they from.
Walked into the bathroom after me. No, I'm not.
Hey, look, it says
I went to-
Dylan was here and come.
I went to IHOP last night, and the waitress was. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
mean?
got a question for you guys.
Okay.
What's your best pickup line?
Hey, do you remember
Hey,
me?
what are we doing in this class?
Dude, I
Hey,
used to
what
have
are we
one-
doing in this class?
I had one that I
Literally
that I
the pickup
used
line
to.
I got to my girlfriend.
I'm gonna say it's a 24-year-old.
I said that as like a
What are we doing in
17-year-old.
this class? Let's get out of here. No, let's not say that.
Me. Saying that.
I'm
All
not
right,
24.
well, I have one. If we want a real answer,
Yeah, go for it.
I haven't used this one in forever because it's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it used to work all the time. My buddy came up with it, and I was just like, "Oh, I'll try it," and it worked like fucking 90% of the time. So I just kept using it. I've not used a pickup line in years, but I tried. No, it was literally just are you fucking what was it? It was are you gold ore in the 19 or fuck, it was the 18 fucking dude, I have it wrote down. Let me find it.
Written on a napkin.
Because I have a handful that I could.
Go
I
ahead,
could
share if
spew
you
out.
want. Well, chickens.
Share a
All
few.
right. I got it. It was are you gold ore in Southern California in the 1860s because I'm digging you.
Yeah.
That's like
Like half a
most
brain cell, though, to
mundane
know about
one.
that one.
I know, and it
would-
worked. And then my favorite one to use on a date, like when I finally meet up with the girl, is you look even more attractive in person than you do through my telescope.
Dude.
nah.
Dude,
How have they not
Deadpan
left?
saying that, dude. Deadpan, straight face. Dude, I'd beat the fuck out of there, dude.
Just bring like a little like what are the pirate telescopes? You know.
Yeah, two of
That's all
them are really. All right, I have three more. Two of them are. Oh, four more.
different without the fisheye distortion on my
Two of them are
lens.
really racist. One of them is bigoted towards disabled people, and the last one's just gross.
Let's do the saber
Alright.
first.
It was you can call me cerebral palsy because I want to make it hard for you to walk.
I like that one.
It's never
Shit.
worked.
Shit, you ain't
I'm
have to
too
write
scared to say that shit to somebody. I haven't even used it.
Fine, so
Here's one that is sort of successful. It's are you a street cat in China because you're looking like a whole meal?
I like that one. All right, Joel, what about you? Oh, you got one more?
my
Mine
last
aren't
one-
that good.
My last
one
one
more,
is
one more.
That
last
one
one
was a
is-
good one.
damn girl, are you a wrench because I want you to twist my nuts?
No, don't twist my nuts.
that one would probably get you blocked.
Yeah.
That's a little too straightforward. You had a better chance with the disabled one, the cerebral palsy.
Damn girl, did you fall from heaven because I'm gonna stab you 9 times in the chest and eat your corpse?
Yeah.
Let's see. I have one
don't.
that says date idea: releasing 500 Cuban tree frogs into the downtown river. And then you guys have heard a couple.
I've been
of these.
using that one lately. I stole it. I've been using an edited version of that.
Let's see. Date idea: throwing spaghetti on random cars parked in the mall. And then there's date idea: bungee jumping with dental floss.
That would actually hurt, like, probably cut your throat open.
That would kill you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think, I'm like
You're
thinking, what would
getting
give
it.
out
You're
first?
starting. It's starting to click.
I was like, what would give out first, my neck or the floss? Like,
The floss, I would assume.
God, I'd hope.
It's like a millimeter thick plastic.
Oh, let me look this one up. This is an old one.
Swallowing my pet turtle
one.
jerky
I can
fist?
drive a manual transmission car while eating a crunchy taco from Taco Bell and not get a single shred of lettuce on me. All things considered, think I could get your snap. That works 99% of the time.
I would pay for you to say that one and to witness it live. Like that is.
It works 99% of the time.
That is such like an unnecessary, stupid flex, but it works. What?
If you're feeling a little saucy, let's see. I have to find another old one.
He's just on Google.
I don't think of it off the top of my head. It was 3 inches took down a bridge two towns over. Imagine what 2 could do to you, or some shit like that.
Oh no, dude. All right,
You want to hear the one that I stole from Dylan and then slightly edited?
yeah, go ahead.
It was date idea, releasing 500 Cuban tree frogs into a government building and then making out in your car.
All right,
Oh, I have another one that I was gonna try out.
go for it.
It was dissecting turtles on the bar at Chili's.
That's hilarious.
Let's see. Do I have a match anywhere? I don't use these.
After that one, I don't know.
Let's see. Oh, I got one. Let's see. Data. Let's update next podcast. See if it works.
All right, I think we can move on to the next topic. And again, some of these I think I was just really stoned and immature about. But this is the next one, and we don't have to go in an order. But it says, because it's Pride Month, you know what I'm saying, guys? It's Pride Month. So what's the gayest shit you've ever done?
Kissed him out on the lips.
All right, yeah.
No hesitation.
And a bunch
Alright.
of, I mean, in high school and shows, I always made funny gay jokes with my friends. They've seen my balls like a million times, but the
Well, I
actual
feel like that's
gayest
a
thing
true-
is I've kissed
yeah.
a guy.
Okay. What about you,
Showed
Pink?
so-
Good talk, Pink. All right, Dylan.
What? Oh, I wasn't listening.
No, I'm kidding. Gayest shit you've ever done? Like
Swim
legitimately
team.
gay shit.
Swim team. I was gonna say choir, so
Yeah,
I
choir
did that
for you.
too.
choir.
Choir. I'd have to say going down 294, 80 miles an hour, listening to Lady Gaga Telephone full blast while dancing. That was
Wow.
Oh
a
no,
gay.
I used to
Oh.
blast Taylor Swift with my buds in the car, but like that was like
I didn't know you
we're
meant
just
gay
buds.
as like
That's not
derogatory.
gay.
I thought it was
No,
a
I mean
serious
like
question.
not like I mean like shit that'd be like he's a little fruity. Not
Look,
like
if you put a
like,
hashtag on
penetrated a
Twitter and
man.
it doesn't get a rainbow effect, it ain't gay. All right.
Kissing the homies goodnight. Oh.
What's your next question, my guy?
I got one that was a little different because I was looking shit up. For you guys personally, this is kind of like a little away from like the stupid random shit. What's the dumbest social media trend that you think existed? And if you want me to go first for like an example,
Okay.
Wait,
okay. Well,
what?
I got one.
dumbest
I got
social
one.
media trend. I need social media.
Dumbest social media trend.
Hey,
My least favorite trend nowadays
So
is
many.
when people decide to be repugnantly obese.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know, dude.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Damn. What the fuck? I just-
And then they brag about it like it's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I got one since we're going on politics.
There go. That was political. I thought that was just us fat shaving.
It's fat politics.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. But the
that was
fat
just me
people
being
in
a
the
bad
back.
person.
Nah, I don't think this is political, but I don't like the trend of girls flashing their tits on TikTok. For
That's
What?
a
views.
thing. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
That's
where
why,
they're like,
that's why I
oh,
fucking uninstalled TikTok.
I see that
Wow.
shit all the
Yeah,
time. It's
I
like if you
used to get
share
that
it
shit
to
pestered on my shit, and I was
Snapchat or
like, I don't
whatever,
fucking
it
want
takes
that
the
shit anymore.
filter off. Is what they always say, and it's like they've got
No,
filter
it's a
covering
fucking
everything.
trend where they literally just show their tits on like the corner of the screen.
Oh yeah, for like one frame. I've seen that.
Yeah, I think it's fucking degrading, and people
What
do
the
it for
shit?
view. It's only done for views and to promote OnlyFans.
At that point, just go
which is
on
like,
Kick.
you know.
At that point,
Yeah,
you know,
like how
Make some
bad do
money
you
off
really
of
need
That's
the dopamine?
that's what
you know?
TikTok is for, though. TikTok funnels all of that shit. Why do you think
Why
OnlyFans
is that-
models
why
go
does
to
that do so
TikTok
good
and
in the
Twitch,
algorithm?
and they
Why
don't
is
go
that-
to YouTube?
Because men like boob.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
you think the people making the algorithm like that's so on purpose, dude.
But they
That's gotta
can't.
be so
They
on
can't
purpose.
catch it that easily.
It's all done on purpose. YouTube is one of the YouTube used to be like that. It used to. Remember the thumbnails? You used to have fucking like sketchy ass thumbnails.
Yeah.
That's not like that
Oh, yeah.
anymore. At least it's very hard. You hardly come across it anymore. It's way more obvious on any other platform. Like I can go on fucking Instagram and see titties now.
Yeah,
Like, fucking
dude.
Twitter. Don't get me
Yeah.
started on fucking Twitter, man.
I couldn't have
Like,
Twitter or Instagram if I was in a relationship with anyone insecure, because if you go through that shit, you're just seeing titties.
Yeah,
It's like,
no.
and it's like half the shit I'm not even fucking following. Like
Like,
my
I don't
Twitter-
go on Reddit that often, so I don't know how bad Reddit is. But I've seen a few weird things on Reddit.
I think on Reddit it's all dependent on like the subreddits
what you're
you're in.
searching. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
But-
like Twitter where it's like depending on what you look up or like whatever.
My
the
Reddit,
fuck you
like-
actually
TikTok
click
is
on.
the worst. I personally think TikTok
Yeah.
is so fucking bad.
Because that should just like it's not even people you fight. That just gets pushed to you.
Yeah,
Like, whether
Yeah,
you
you
like it
get
or not.
notifications
You could
of
be
you
9
might
years
like
old
this
and, like-
TikTok, and it's just shit like
Yeah.
that.
and it's like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ask.
It's
That
like
has
I'll
legit
literally,
happened to
I'm
me,
not
where I'll get a
interested. I'll hit not
notification.
interested or hide this shit or whatever the fuck it is. All
Don't
the
get me
fucking
wrong,
time, all the live long
like-
day. It doesn't fucking matter.
Don't get me wrong and shit. Like I love boobs, like everyone in the world.
Someone's trying to
Alright.
convince us something, huh?
Yeah, shit.
Don't
I
get
know
me
it's
wrong.
I
June,
definitely
guys,
love
but I
boobs.
love titties.
Don't get me wrong.
may like dick,
Women
but I
are
like titties
women are
too.
great, but just whenever I'm just trying to like whenever I'm on Instagram or TikTok, I'm there just to like laugh at dumb memes.
Yeah, I
Like,
want
don't wanna
memes.
fucking,
I don't wanna be
that, like,
horny looking at
that
social
instantly
media.
changes my mood. I'm like, fuck, now I got you know.
Yeah.
No, my dick's
I mean,
hard.
I personally don't think. I mean, I think
That's also
everything's
not the
over
place for it, 'cause-
sexualized.
yeah.
Everybody's like, if you need to fucking, if you have to go on Instagram to fucking get your nut off, you're a
Yeah.
fucking weirdo.
Something wrong with that.
Yeah,
Like there's
you're overdoing
porn
it at that
sites.
point.
Yeah, there's porn sites to go to, and like honestly, just fucking go talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking, like, stop being fucking weird. Go talk to a fucking girl. I understand that, like, a lot of guys can't, but, like, you gotta build up the fucking confidence somehow.
Yeah, my rule of thumb,
Especially if
is
you're
the day
old enough
that,
to
like-
go to a bar and just, like, talk
Yeah.
to somebody. Fucking just go do
Oh,
that
that's
100
easy, but
times
going
over
up-
because they won't even fucking remember it.
Doing that shit's easy, but like a casual conversation, not like, hey, I'm clearly trying to flirt with you. Yeah, there's like a difference though. I feel
Yeah.
like mentally, you know.
Yeah, dude, my rule of thumb for all that stuff is like if I can't either like find a partner, like if I'm horny and I can't find a partner or just figure it out on Pornhub. Like if I'm dude, the day that I'm scrolling through Pornhub, I'm like no, like just isn't doing it. Like that's when I'm like, all right, I'm taking a vow of abstinence. Something's wrong with me.
Yeah. Page 9. They're just
I
not
mean,
her.
dude,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
I just feel like I didn't even know that was a trend.
I've
on
known
TikTok.
people that had problems like that. They're fucking like I used to have friends that would come over to my apartment and they would fucking like they'd come over for like 5 or 6 hours and like at least one time they'd fucking go lock themselves in my bathroom to jerk off and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Ugh.
Like you have a fucking problem. Like you gotta stop that shit.
If
And
you
it's
can't
just like, oh, it's everywhere. Like I can't go. Like I go on Instagram and there's titties everywhere. I go on Twitter, there's titties.
doesn't mean you
like, I
have
go
to
on-
immediately jack off.
Yeah,
put
it's
your
just
phone
like you
down and wait
fucking
5 minutes.
self-control. Like, yeah, go punch a tree.
Yeah.
Fuck a tree. I don't care. at
Like
that
go
point.
cut a
Don't jack-
tree down.
Don't jack
Like,
off
calm
in my
down.
bathroom. Yeah, what the fuck?
If somebody jacked off at my house, I'd be very upset.
I'd rather
Too
you
late.
not tell me and clean it up.
Too late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
no.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing on TikTok. I don't doubt. I mean,
Really?
because
Yeah,
of like
that's-
over
I mean, it's
sexualization.
fucking, yeah, I don't fucking go on TikTok.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
the
really
reason
get
why
it.
I've never downloaded it.
This is gonna. I get fucking anime edits, like cool anime edits of characters.
That's my YouTube.
Yeah, that YouTube gives me the cool stuff.
YouTube is like cool. I don't have.
I
to
only
see
use
a girl.
YouTube Shorts though. That's why I don't fucking like. I think if you go to my TikTok, I upload like I think I've uploaded like 6 times, and there's like 4 videos at once or something. Like, I don't fucking use it, and I use shorts way more because the algorithm's way better.
Yeah. I mean, my TikTok's normal. Like, well, not normal, but
It
normal
can't
for
be.
me.
It's
Like,
no use sense of humor.
yeah, it's all like. I mean,
I'm
it's
thinking
all
about
like
just trying to make a new
genuinely,
account
like,
and see if that's like fixes my problem.
my whole page is fucking genuinely stuff that I find funny or interesting. Like usually, like it used to be really annoying because it'd be Family Guy plus Subway Surfers or Family Guy Subway Surfers with a Reddit story. I'm just like, I hit not interested enough times. I finally trained my algorithm where I either see like a funny skit that's like, you know, kind of like a TikTok exclusive kind of deal. I'm like, what's the dude's name? Like Mac Dougal, guys like that. I don't remember if that's his name or not, but whatever. Like, I don't know. There's some funny guys on there, and like, but I still prefer Reels by a long shot.
I don't
Like, I
use
rarely get on
Instagram Reels
TikTok.
that
I feel like
often.
it's all the same algorithm. It's all the same video formatting.
So Reels at
You
when it first started,
just get all the videos on like Reels and YouTube Shorts. It's just the good videos ripped from TikTok and put over there.
it used to be.
You just
At
get all the good
first-
shit.
See, at first, my Reels is dope now. My algorithm, so I got it trained. But at first, it was this when they first rolled out like Facebook and Instagram Reels. My Instagram Reels were fucking dog shit. They were as bad as Snapchat Reels. They were fucking stupid. I never used it, and I was like, "This is gay. Like, that's not gonna work." And then it was just like shit that I saw on TikTok a week ago, just recycled, and I was like, "Yeah, this is gonna flop." And now, like, I don't know if they've done something or what, but like, it's kind of its own like. To me, it's become more of like a adult kind of, well, not adult, but like more like unfiltered TikTok. Because there's a lot of shit you can't say on TikTok.
Right.
A lot of shit like
Yeah.
like it always just it's a very small annoyance, but just whenever like you like can't
Which
spell out the word
surprises me,
die
considering
or the
all
word
the things you
kill.
see on there.
Oh, I know, but like the word kill, the word die, or like small shit like that. Yeah, you have to like say fuck or spell it differently. Like,
Yeah, I see all that.
that shit was
on
just
the
it's
YouTube.
not that it's not a deal breaker, but it's just minorly annoying. And Instagram is just like the fucking, I don't know, the unregulated version pretty much.
Okay.
But I don't see a bunch of like skits and like cringe and shit like I do on TikTok. Because every once in a while I'll see someone on TikTok just fucking cringe or some shit. It's like completely different. I see like I just find more memes. Like the meme videos that I see the memes I've been seeing for years by people I follow. But like now Instagram knows the type of shit I find funny, and then I find more pages and more shit I wouldn't have found
Yeah,
before.
that's how
So
my
I actually
shorts
like
are.
Reels. I like Reels.
Yeah, that's how my
better.
shorts are. I don't try to train my TikTok algorithm at all, so it's
My
probably
shorts,
just why it's like
my
that
shorts
still.
suck. My YouTube shorts suck. I see a bunch of dog shit on YouTube.
Really?
Shorts.
I love
feel
my
like
YouTube shorts.
Yeah, my YouTube shorts are like honed in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
I have
I
everything
will-
all on one app, like
And I'm
how I
talking
like it.
getting like 2 hours a day at night of YouTube shorts because I get lost in them.
Mhm.
Like that, and it's just like
That's how
random
I'm
shit.
with Reels. But
Yeah.
I like if I'm watching like short form, then like I want to watch like I don't really like the TikTok that's like just like TikToks that are always just like you could have easily made you could have squeezed a 10-minute YouTube video out of this and you just bunched up together and made it go super fast and like
Yeah,
it's overstimulating. Like I know a lot of like
Yeah.
kids and shit these days like want that shit that's like super over fucking stimulating and like just loud and in your face and like fast.
Nah,
fucking
like,
rude.
I
Loud
don't
equals
like it.
funny. Loud equals funny.
Yeah, like
I hate that shit.
when I'm watching short form, I mean like I don't want short form content. I just straight up just memes. That's all I like. It's like a little meme video or something.
Or short clips.
I don't like
just
short
something.
form content. I like long form content, like movies, 30+ minute YouTube videos, and then like fucking 4-second memes. And that's
Alright,
like
real
no
quick.
real in between.
I'm going to introduce us to the next topic because I've had this shit so bad for the past hour. And then you guys are going to talk, and then I'll come in, but I'll still be listening. So I want you guys to list out your favorite and worst job. And I'm not talking when I say best job or like whatever. I'm not talking like financially. What job did you thoroughly enjoy? Or what job did you thoroughly
The
hate?
most.
Yes, the best and the worst. Give me like a sentence or two describing each reason why. Be right back.
All right, who's starting?
I can start because I've got some
Go for it.
shit experiences.
Go ahead.
So the first ever job I ever had was like a lifeguard job, it was very normal, except I had to clean the bathrooms and run a concession stand, which I'm like, this is not what I was hired to do. I'm a lifeguard. I trained for like a month to get my license to be a lifeguard. And they're like, hey, you're going to run a cashier. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And then what made it worse is the kids were like bad, right? Some kids were good. It was mostly like clean, but there was like a few bad apples that would be like, hey, I'm going to do something stupid off the diving board. I'm like, hey, don't, because I don't want to have to resuscitate you, idiot. But what I hated the most was the fucking like parents like that were on the board of the pool. Right? So like on break, like on a normal hour, we would sit on the stand for like 45 minutes, then have a 15-minute break. Then I would either have to clean the deck or clean the bathrooms or run the cashier or run the concession stand, right? And like everyone at my job quit. It was like me and like one other person. So I was working like 11-hour days all summer, lost my entire summer that year. And it was just hell on earth. And then the parents would get mad at me for not cleaning the deck when I was cleaning the bathrooms, like that type of shit. Like they'd just be like, hey, you didn't do this. I'm like, well, I was doing this. They're like, well, that doesn't matter. You should have done this. I was like, okay, you know what? Like even my cousin quit and he was like working with me, but he came
Just
back.
sits on the diving board and walks out.
I wish, but I would have been labeled a sex offender.
Exposed his asshole.
But like that's like I'd say like the lifeguard part was the fun part. I liked it. I liked hanging out with my friends, just watching. That sounds weird. I was gonna say watching kids, but that just sounds ultimately wrong. Like just sitting there doing nothing, basically, just getting paid to sit there and chill out in the sun. Like that was the best part about it. But the worst part was dealing with the dumbass parents. I can't stand the fucking parents at this. I don't care. I dox myself. Bleep that for me.
Yeah, I will.
But like they were just like absolutely the worst. Like recently I've heard they were under new management and it's like so much better. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm still not going back. But that was the worst job ever. Like
Best job.
the bad outweighed the good in that scenario. And I've never had a good job, just FYI. I'm just telling you about my bad jobs.
YouTube.
Yeah, I genuinely enjoy making YouTube videos. But
Do it full time.
I wish. But the second job that I hated, I didn't hate it. It was boring. I worked at like a steakhouse. Like I'd go and clean tables. I was a busboy, I think is what it's called. Yeah. I would work there odd nights. Like I worked there probably 3 times. They would call me whenever they needed like a spare body, you know? So I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it.
A filler.
Then, yeah, basically. And then they were like offering a job and they didn't give it to me. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I guess they found someone better. I was like, I don't give a shit. Then I come to find out like, so the person that like kind of owns it and like works there nights is a teacher at the school I work at right now. And she told my mom the reason I wasn't hired is because I have long hair.
Bruh.
What?
I'm like, you're shitting me. Like this was a good job. Like it wasn't like difficult. Like I got free salad and free dinner, as well as just all I had to do is wipe tables.
Nice.
Like, and it was steak every night too.
Dude, nice.
But they didn't hire me because I had long hair. I was
That's
like, you
stupid.
fucking bitches. But funny enough, my sister works there now. They didn't hire me because of my long hair. I was like, oh, whatever, I'm over this. So I left. Let me see. Come back to me in a minute. I think I might have another job. I gotta think about it.
All right. Let's move on to whoever's nice.
I had 2 really shitty jobs, and I'm still not sure which one was worse. Honestly, no, I know which one was worse. But the first job I ever had was I worked at a old folks home, the local old folks home in the town I grew up in.
Oh, God.
And oh, dude, it was fucking atrocious. I was supposed to go on as like a maintenance hand, and like I was supposed to get trained to like fix shit, you know, and like
no.
like fix like AC and light fixtures and stuff, and they just never got to it. So I ended up just being like the fucking landscaper, and all I ever did was fucking rake leaves and mow and fucking weed eat and haul off branches and just like clean and sanitize shit. And then which like was like whatever at 16, like I'm used to that shit, fucking cutting grass and throwing branches and shit. Like I'm used to it. That's like the only way you can make money when you're a kid, doing yard work. So I was used to it. It wasn't awful, but I did it every fucking day after school for like 5 hours. And then they like for a while, like I did that all summer, and then like they made me start like painting. Like I painted all of the walls and ceilings.
I hate painting.
It's awful, dude. I painted all the walls and ceilings in the entire fucking nursing home.
No, that sucks.
I repainted everything. Not inside anybody's rooms, but everything that wasn't inside a room, I painted.
Yeah, that fucking blows.
Walls, ceilings, everything. And dude, I got paint all over myself. Dude, that fucking sucked. And then every other day, I'd have to like wax and buff the floors.
Oh,
that fucking sucked. That sucked ass.
It was like a process to what you did every day, though, right? Or was it just kind of random?
No, it was random. I'd go in and I'd be like, "Oh, what am I doing today?"
No,
and they'd either be like, "Yeah," they'd either like be like, "Oh, you have to fucking paint the ceiling." I'd be like, "Fuck," or it'd be like somewhat chill, where it's just like, "Oh yeah, just fucking, power wash the sidewalk or something."
Yeah, fuck that.
But like usually, I just be like, "All right, like I'm gonna go get the stuff and I'll be at it in a minute." And it got to the point where like I'd spend most of the time. I'd be there for like 5 hours and I'd spend like 3 hours of it. Just like I'd work for 15 minutes and then go take like an hour break. Like I got to the point I didn't care, and I'd go sit in the maintenance shed where all like the tools and shit were. I just sitting there on my phone all day. And then my supervisor was a dude. He'd been there for like 50 years. He was this really, really old guy, and he was super nice to me. But like I was in there one day and I was definitely not sleeping. I was sitting upright in a chair, just fucking sitting there. And like he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, taking a little break. I'm tired. And he's like, "Okay," and then just left. And then he went and told like the fucking administrator that hired me, like that I was sleeping on the job. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why? And yeah, he was like. He came and got me and was like, "I got told you're sleeping on the job." I was like, "By fucking who?" It honestly might not have been that guy. Might not have been my supervisor because he was cool. It might have been one of the fucking nurses or something. Honestly, that's probably more likely because they were bitches. But yeah, I argued with him about it. I was like, I wasn't fucking sleeping. I mean, I wasn't working, but I wasn't sleeping. And he wrote me up, and I was like, "Bro, does that mean anything? Does that affect my pay or my hours? Am I fired?" He's like, "Well, no, but you get a certain amount of write-ups." I was like, all right, I quit.
Yeah.
I came in. He talked me out of quitting, and then I came back for like another week. Oh, the worst part about it that I totally forgot to mention is there was this old lady, and I swear to God, like at least once or twice a week, she would be sitting. I don't know why the fucking patio out front had carpet, but it was carpet outside. And she would sit out there, and she would sit in the same chair and vomit gallons in the same spot of carpet, like once or twice a week. And I was the asshole that had to clean it, and I had to scrub that shit out.
No, fuck all that,
dude. And then finally one day, I was supposed to be power washing some shit, and the power washer broke. And like I was the main maintenance guy, my supervisor wasn't there to fix it. I was fucking dude like 16. I don't know how to fix a fucking power washer.
Right.
So I was telling the other boss, I was like, "Give me something else to do. Like this fucking thing's broken." And he just like bitched me out for like I didn't even break it. It just didn't work as soon as I started trying it. And he like was a dick to me, and I was like, "You know what? Fuck you." And then I quit. And then I told my parents I got they had to let me go because of budgeting issues, so I didn't get like in trouble. Yeah.
All right.
That one sucked, but there was like a lot of times where I sat on my ass on my phone. The fucking first job I had when I moved to my current town, I fucking never had any downtime at all. It was Planet Fitness. I worked full fucking time at Planet Fitness. Like Well, I worked 8-hour shifts, I think, which isn't that bad. But there it was bad, dude. It fucking sucked. I had a fucking 20-minute lunch break, so I never fucking ate while I was at work, and I had to show up at 3:45 a.m. So when my shift started, I had to wake up at like 2 a.m. So I was going to bed at like 6 p.m. So for like the 8 months or whatever that I worked there, I didn't do fucking anything. I didn't see any of my friends or like anything because I was always asleep like while it was still day outside. So I could fucking wake up for work. And I got paid $8 an hour. And the job itself sucked dick because I assumed and I got told that all I was going to do is stand there behind the counter all fucking day on my ass and just fucking, check people in and out, like sign people up for memberships. Because I had a cousin that worked there and she's the one that got me the job. Because she said, oh yeah, I was a fucking assistant manager there and all you do is sit on your ass all day. You don't have to do shit except just fucking say hi to people. I was like, dope, sign me up. I don't care if it pays like $8 an hour. Like it's money for nothing pretty much. And it was not that at all. Every fucking day, dude, like I'd get there and immediately they'd have me just fucking cleaning everything. It was right at the peak of COVID too. So I would have to go down and if you've ever been in Planet Fitness, they have a fucking lot of workout machines. It's a big place. And I'd have to go and fucking wipe down every square inch of every machine 3 times per shift.
Holy fuck.
On my hands and fucking knees. With like a bunch of cleaning products and shit. I have to fucking mop and vacuum and everything. Like, dude, I spent every fucking goddamn second there cleaning. I never learned how to fucking... All I knew how to do was like sign people up for memberships and that was it. Like, I could, give somebody a membership, and that was all I could do. I never learned anything else. I didn't learn the POS or anything. All I fucking did was clean my... And, dude, it was painful. I was, bent down, fucking scrubbing shit for 8 fucking hours nonstop.
Yeah, fuck all that.
And, dude, it was, Which doesn't sound that bad. There's bad jobs you can have, but I swear to God, dude, I always had, something heavy on my back or, it just sucked ass. And the people I worked with were fucking assholes. They were so fucking rude and degrading to me. And, I don't know, dude, I just fucking hated it. I fucking, I'd go home. I'm not much of a crier, but I'd be so stressed out and just, fucking aching. I'd get in my car as soon as I got off and I'd just fucking cry, every day. Because I hated it so much. But I couldn't quit because I just, finally fucking moved out of my parents' house. And, had a fucking apartment that I had to pay for all by myself, and I couldn't buy anything. I paid my rent, and I ate microwave TV dinners, the $1 ones from Dollar General every fucking day. Dude, that shit sucked. That job was AIDS. My favorite job ever was AutoZone. I worked at AutoZone for a little while, and that shit was fucking cool. I might try to go back there. Actually, it wasn't a whole lot of money, but I started part-time, and part-time pay was $10 an hour, and full-time was 12 or 13, and that was just for just the basic retail or whatever. If I did commercial or I was a driver, I would have got more. But that job was pretty dope. I didn't have to clean a single fucking thing ever at all. I don't know if you guys have ever gone into a parts store, but they're not clean, and nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck.
It's not been cleaned since the day it was built. And so that was my favorite part. I didn't have to clean anything. All I did the whole fucking day was stand behind the counter and just sell car parts to people. And I fucking love cars, so I got to just sit there and talk about cars all day.
Fun, yeah, hell yeah.
So it was, that was cool. I might go back there one day if I ever need to.
Hell yeah. All right, Dylan, what about you?
Oh shit, it's my turn. Let's see. Probably the worst job that I had was either for a scam company that I didn't realize was a scam company until after I signed on, and then being a DJ at a biker bar.
Oh yikes!
Being a DJ at a biker, that was probably the worst one because I had to do it at fucking stupid late at night. It was it was 10 to 2:30 or 3:30 or something like that. Yeah, it was Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, Saturday. It was like a part-time-ish job, but I mean, I had to fucking walk around and talk to everybody and get song recommendations of weird songs that bikers like.
Yeah.
And also hope that I have it in my library of music. Yeah, and whenever like they didn't get a song that they liked, they fucking would charge the DJ booth, and the bouncer would have to fucking like pick them up and throw them out.
No, fuck all that.
It's just like, you're doing too much. I didn't do that, but for like a week or two.
Shit.
And then best job, ooh, porn star.
I've got
So
my best
what?
job now. If you want
It's
to hear
probably
it.
my job that I have now, to be honest.
What do you do
But,
now?
I'm an automotive detailer.
Oh, okay.
I clean the cars for the big wigs. I do luxury cars. I don't do like regular poor people cars. I do like Porsches and Lambos and
Regular poor people
McLarens
cars.
yeah.
What do you
I
think's
do
the most
Teslas and
expensive
cool
car you
stuff
worked
like that.
on?
The most expensive car I worked
Yeah.
on was like it was a 1 of 10 Barabas 6x6 G-Wagon.
Oh, damn.
It was like $750,000 or some shit like that. Or that, or one of these.
You did an I8,
It was a
didn't you?
McLaren. I've done an i8. I've done 2 i8s. I've done a McLaren. I don't remember what kind of McLaren it was. I've done a Stingray. Done 3 Stingrays, Corvettes, blue, white, and black. The blue was a wrap, which was really nice. Let's see. I've done. Oh, I did Snoop Dogg has a minivan. It's a Maybach. It's a fake Maybach that I did. Not to call anybody out, but I mean, I've done a lot of very expensive cars. I've done a car that was 1.3 mil, and it was a Maybach of some fucking really nice Maybach kind, like a presidential style Maybach.
Oh,
It had like the big like bulletproof doors and shit on it. I think
Fuck yeah.
I think it was 1.3 mil or something like that ballpark. I mean, it's fun, but it's also very nerve-wracking whenever you have to pull it into a shitty detail bay and not get any scratches on it and things like that, because it costs a lot of money to get it fixed. But I mean, it's nice. I like it.
I mean, it's better than cleaning kid shit.
Yeah,
Which I
don't
do.
get me wrong. I have definitely I cleaned the big vans too, like the big Sprinter vans or transit vans, or just the big ones. And we fucking. There was one that I had that had a homeless dude was living in it, and they didn't realize he was living in it until they kicked him out a couple hours before I started detailing it.
Jeez.
And he had a bucket of shit in it.
Oh, awesome.
my God.
Like a big, those 5 or 10 gallon buckets.
They let you keep it?
Are you shitting me right now?
Why didn't I think to ask that?
Yeah, I threw it on the ground and it splattered all over my bait. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it was fucking disgusting. I remember I asked for a bonus on that one for cleaning shit.
Oh, dude, yeah. You'd have to pay me $1 million to clean up homeless guy shit.
Yeah, it was.
Depends if
I threw up. I threw up whenever I did it. I threw up a lot.
Yeah, I
It was
bet.
not fun. I got a sizable bonus for it though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. What you, Alex?
My favorite job that I've had was working for a car dealership as a porter, because I was literally me hanging out with a bunch of my friends, and we would get high and not really work, but like it was a chill environment, I was cool with every level of people in that office. I'm talking the service people, I'm talking the manager, the big wigs in the office, we would chill. You know, I'd be high in the job half the time. And like I was nervous at first because I'm like, I'm noticeably high, you know, or I'm noticeably not in a good state right now. They would just laugh it off. And I was like, oh, okay. But like really it was just hanging out with a group of guys, you know, and it was just like talking shit all day. You know. My least favorite job was probably working for a small family diner. Because one of the owner's kids was one of the managers. They had a bunch of siblings, or managers, but they were all siblings. One of them, his name was Mark. Fuck you, Mark. But this dude was straight up racist. You know, I was the only Asian kid there. He didn't make any of the other people of certain races do certain things.
Fuck you, Mark.
Fuck you, Mark. Yeah, but like, it was just the work. Like, I didn't mind if it was without him. I would consider it one of my more favorite jobs because I've worked quite a few jobs and I wouldn't say I hated most of them, but like there was waitresses, you know, I've been with, like I said before, like a couple of them, and it was like a chill, crazy shit would happen from time to time, but really it was just the constant nagging and picking at the end of the night. The last 3 hours of my shift were just hell, and fuck all that. That is why I'm going to become an OnlyFans model, but a sick one. I don't know. I feel like that's all the topics we have. We've been going on for, let's say, a minute 15.
I mean, I still have my job that I like.
Oh yeah, like, go ahead.
It was like, dude, the owner of the company, like, I don't know if it was like a company or something. Chillest dude I ever met. Like I could just talk shit with him all day.
That's always a plus.
Like, and I'm talking like the big, like, he's like
the
probably,
owner.
Yeah, he was probably like at least a millionaire. Was my guess,
man.
right? And dude, I wish I still worked for him.
Yeah,
like,
me too, bro. I wish that too.
Like, I forgot my train of thought. So like, I would like run a booth and I'd sell tickets for baseball, like baseball games, for like before high school but after middle school era, kinda.
Okay.
Like they were in middle school but right before high school, like right, like 6th grade, 8th grade age kids, right? It was like a whole baseball like tourney thing. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, like a tournament where you're selling tickets for certain. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I'd do that, and all I'd do is sit there all day, and it was the easiest job of my life. I'd literally bring my girlfriend with me and be like, "Hey, you just want to hang out with me today?" She goes, "Sure." I was like, "All right, cool. Come to my work with me." And I'd just take her there, and we just sit there and talk, and people come up to me and we just chit chat. Like I'd know some of the people there, and I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like just simple shit like that. But I've only had one problem with that job, and it was I ran into a Karen.
Oh no.
Like, and I was sitting there selling the booth. Like, I only worked the booth, just the booth. And she comes up to me and goes, "Hey," like mean, like her tone was just like, "Hey," condescending type shit. She's like, "Hey, there's no toilet paper and the bathroom's clogged." I'm like, "Sorry, ma'am, there's nothing I can do about that." She goes, "Well, you should get somebody to do something about that." I'm like, "Ma'am, I've already called somebody to try and fix it. He's not picking up. I've texted him, everything." She goes, "Well, if you want me to come back here, you should probably fix it." I was like, "Okay." She starts walking away, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be petty." I was like, "Ma'am, do you have your ticket?" She goes, "Yep, right here." I bleeped that. That was my school. Like I was wearing a school sweater.
Nice job, bro.
Yeah, nice.
But, I mean, it's been in the background of my stream, so I don't really care. But like, she said that, and I was like, "What?" Like, just being an asshole for no reason. But me and Ashlyn just sat there laughing at her. And then the only other problem I had is like just random fly balls. You had to dodge.
Oh, that's fun though. Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
your
one
ass.
flew and hit. Like, I had to borrow my grandma's car because mine was in the shop, and it ended up breaking her mirror, and I felt so fucking bad.
Oh
Dude.
no.
I felt so bad, but it ended up getting fixed, no problem. But that was like, and then I was leaving to go start at the school that I work at, and he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna offer you a job," and he didn't tell me the hours, he didn't tell me the pay, so I didn't really know anything about it. Like, it was a really nice working environment, but I stuck with I don't know why I stuck with the janitor job. Like I should have took that other job. He offered me the same pay that I'm getting now at the janitor job. And all I was going to do was just talk to like the head coaches, organize events and shit. Basically like take over what he does.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and I don't. It really was like, it was not a bad job. It's just, I don't know why I said no to it. I think mainly because I had to wake up at like 6 and 7 in the morning, which back then for me was hard.
It was hard if you're not a morning person, yeah.
Yeah, like I struggled just to get up out of bed at like 3 a.m. because this was like back in 2021 or 2022, like right when I dropped out of college and moved back home. I was just like, I'm not dealing with it.
Yeah.
But I only worked weekends. That's the thing on that job. On weekdays, I'd do nothing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but like if I took a full-time job, it would be like a 5-day work week type thing plus weekends. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this, buddy.
Maybe not. Shit.
It wasn't a bad job. I genuinely liked it. It's just Karen's kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
they do
a
that
Karen
lot.
today. She didn't talk to me, but I saw one. I was like, oh man, one out in the wild. Fucking. There's like, it's like my apartment complex is like also a golf course. So like the residents get to play for free. I mean, you have to pay for like a cart and stuff, but I go like every other day, and I get to I just walk the front 9 holes for free. So I just go all the time because it's like something to do, a little bit of exercise. And they also they have a like the clubhouse. They have a pro shop and they sell a bunch of like golf shit, and they have like a grill and stuff. But they make food, and it's like right next to where I live. I just walk over there, like
Oh,
it's
heck yeah.
it's on the property. Yeah, so I went in there today, at like 5 because I was gonna go play 9 holes and get a burger. The burgers they make there are pretty good, and they're like $5. I was just sitting there eating a burger, and this big old Karen lady just fucking comes pounding and blum 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 fucking comes in the door, and she's like says to the old guy at the counter, he's a really chill guy. The guy that works the pro shop, he's cool as fuck, super nice. And she's just like, "Excuse me, there is a woman driving a cart with her 2 boys, and one of them is riding on the back. That is a liability." And like, yeah, like if he gets hurt, like that's a problem. But like, you're really like, I saw him too.
It
I
says
didn't
on the
say
cards
shit.
not to do that.
Yeah, like you're not supposed to do that. But like, still, you're gonna come in and just fucking scream at this guy, like you're the mad one about it. And he was like, "Yeah, they're not supposed to do that, but I can't do anything about it." It's like, we don't want him to get hurt, but it's not really my problem.
Yeah.
It's like, I gotta work the stand here. Like, I can't fucking do anything. And she was like, "Well, I'm gonna go find them and tell them to stop it." And she did too. She went out and found that woman who was just having an enjoyable Sunday afternoon with her 2 children, and bitched him out for letting her kid like stand on the back. And it wasn't like he was gonna fuck the cart up, because he was like young enough to where he didn't weigh very much, but he was like old enough to where like obviously he knows how to hold on. She's probably like fucking 11 or 12. And she just went and bitched out this mom having a nice day out with her 2 kids. And like, yeah, don't ride on the back, but like also like, you don't have to be such a fucking bitch to everyone all the time. She came in and was a bitch to the super nice guy that runs the pro shop like it was his fault. I just fucking hate people like that.
All right, before it gets any later, let's end this.
Dude,
Bro,
that
I'm sorry,
that
it's
one
fucking-
question it lasted 30 minutes.
I was really supposed to only last for me to take a shit. All right, guys. Goddamn.
Oh yeah.
Well, I feel like we've gone about the hour and a half mark, a little less.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
about.
It'll be alright.
All right.
I think
Thanks
that's
for watching
pretty
the
good.
shit
Woo,
show.
I'm tired.
Made it this far. Go get a blowjob.
Yeah.